Okay, so my stage name is Monet. So I'm going to read two poems I have never read before.
Exclusive.
So I'm going to give a little context. I don't always do this, but I want to this
Exclusive.
time. So I have recently encountered what it looks like to be loved unconditionally.
Ow!
So,
Yes.
that's right. Yes. So I'm going to dedicate these two poems to my man.
Point him out. The ball man. Yeah. Not the other ball man. The other ball man.
So these two poems will be a little different for me because I'm usually a dark poet. So these are happy poems. So bear with me.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the darkness.
I love a good darkness,
Okay.
baby. And you might still find some in here. But,
Period.
okay, so the first one is a thank you letter. I want to thank you for showing me what it feels like to exist inside out. For my most vulnerable parts to be seen first. To understand the makeup of my body because you've been studying it. A walking x-ray. A hand-in-hand partner to break any generational curse. I couldn't hide even if I wanted to. And somehow it felt natural to run to you. Less in an escaping type of way, but more in a being embraced by someone else. It's never been easier to stay. A skit gone unrehearsed. We were born for this play. And I want to thank you for reminding me what love is. An action. A daily decision of us versus them. Every mental note I made to myself about my darkness and my transparency. Well, somehow you caught wind of it. So yes, I want to thank you for loving me because of and not despite of. This shit is interesting.
Yes.
It's uncanny looking in the mirror and seeing an unimagined reality. To reach out to yourself and wonder if your returned reach is real. No matter where I move, you're still here. Mimics moments where you've become one with my tears. Thank you for becoming friends with my fears. We can all talk freely now. Knowing that the most important thing to you is my pulse. A simple life where my inhale and exhale are what you love most.
Come on now.
Y'all better snap, don't
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you. Okay, so this second one doesn't have a title, which is actually more on par for me. So it's going to start off with a series of questions that I've been asking myself, and it kind of returns with some answers.
Yeah, no.
So, let's do it. What has your nagging and harping about trivial things forced a good man to unlearn? How have your traumas and triggers impacted your ability to receive pure love? At what point will you see that pushing someone to the brink of leaving is not a true testament of their ability to love you properly? How often will you claim sanity and then do the same things expecting different results? Why must you question things you've already answered? When will you truly believe you are worthy of love and all the lessons that come with it? How have your defense mechanisms hardened your heart? How well has overcomplicating things served you? When will you grow with someone and not because of? Have I reached a point where I'm okay with sampling love, but never truly committing to the full meal? Does the idea and execution of love burn me out so quickly because how much time I've spent telling myself I'm in no rush to find it? If I had to choose, do I remember what it takes to choose someone else? All these questions used to hold a different weight. Before I met you, I would show you sides of me that only came out when saddened, triggered, uncertain, consumed with my own discomfort. I had never known such an ease, such a breath of fresh air. You wanted to see all of me and loved me anyway. Even more importantly, whenever I did push, it was only slightly. And for the first time, I saw what it was like to truly hold someone tightly. I had no desire to drive you miles apart from me and see if you could find your way back home. I wanted you here, near, honestly as close as possible. I wanted all of me to be experienced by all of you. No limits, no boundaries, no control. Just humans, spirits, two people bound by an unspoken reality. I have no words on how right this has always felt. A flirt and a dance that has been happening without me knowing, behind the scenes, after all this time. Our energies couldn't be pulled away from each other even if we tried. Like an unearthly glue, I am stuck to you. A fate I was destined to find. A match by Cupid's design. And I can't help but be in awe of how all I have to do is look at you and know this is exactly where I'm supposed to reside.
Yeah. Talk that